Good morning.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's McNeil.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
So Illinois' offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Swartz. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Sends it back in motion. Flips it out to the back. Powers through the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Got a little space. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Illinois right back to the line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. To the ground and try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hampton. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's complete. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, give it.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the catch. It's McNeil. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcon! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Illinois, 7.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To throw, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Illinois lining up quickly.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Gives it on the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll give it to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Falcons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Going with the ground game left. Runs through a tackle. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
To the air, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Illinois right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Breaks into the open. The 40, at the 30. Inside the touchdown, fighting Illini. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it out of the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for the big play. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Weir. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. And that one will give him the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Falcons line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Illinois! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front, now setting up fourth.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Great move now. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The kickoff unit is out there, and, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rushes on him, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
As a defense, you got to start reading the tea leaves, right? Like, what are they doing to try to attack me? That's back-to-back deep ball shots. This is an offense. They're trying to stretch the field. The defense has got to make sure they're paying attention.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback in his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illini! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone. It's weird. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's McNeil. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Midfield, he's got room. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Illinois lining up quickly. Quick release by the QB. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. To the air, it's Barnett. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. With the catch, it's Finley. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
The offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Got a man. It's Hawkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
Yeah, that's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well,